That was my attempt to do a Wendy Williams. How you doing? Anyway, I was just watching YouTube, and it was really good news. Well, I don't know about good news. It was just that Wendy Williams was doing this live interview for an hour straight, just answering questions and whatever. By the way, I don't know if any of my fans care about Wendy Williams, but I do. So just to let you know, I used to watch her show every day. It was my morning. It was my morning routine. That's the first thing I would watch. I loved watching Wendy. Anyway, she went through a lot lately, and I was worried, and many people were worried about her mental health, her physical health, and all that stuff. But this is the first time I've seen her do an interview where she seemed pretty normal. Like I feel pretty hopeful. I think she can actually do a show. Apparently she's going to do a podcast. She calls it podcast. She doesn't say a podcast. She doesn't say the podcast. She said, I'm going to do podcast. But to be fair, I don't think Wendy Williams is the most tech savvy person. She's like, she doesn't even know how to describe apps on her phone. She doesn't know the difference between an app and a podcast because it's, I mean, I know where she's coming from, but she is older, and I just don't think she's as tech savvy as we might assume she would be because she's so well spoken and smart and witty and but I don't think she's that tech savvy. That's the impression I get, and that's why she always says podcast. But why isn't someone correcting her? Maybe they do, and she doesn't care. But yeah, I am so happy to see her just like doing well, looking good. I don't know how she's feeling inside or how things are going behind the scenes, but she does seem to be doing better. Check out the video. It was just released. I will try to put a link in this video description. I was gonna do that, but hold on. Did I copy it? Let's see. I can go in my chat. Can I type in there? No, I can't. Okay. Well, anyway, after I'll try. If not, it's called like Women of Women of Support or Women of something is the organization, and they had her as a guest, and they released the video on YouTube. So you can just search Wendy Williams and like filter for recent videos. You should find it. Otherwise, I'll try to put the link in here, but I don't know if I actually will. So try to find it. Um, but yeah, so I'm hopeful because I miss Wendy Williams, and I was worried about her too. That she just when she was in video clips and stuff over the last year or so, she just seemed way off. But she did go into rehabilitation. This is stuff you probably already know if you know about Wendy Williams, if you've been keeping up with the drama. She got out of her rehabilitation thing, and wow, my God, she seems so much better. Oh God, I just had a realization. Okay, I don't. No, 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 no. It is new. Because I'm like, what if someone posted an old clip and then it looked new, but it wasn't? But no, it is because she talked about all the recent stuff. Not all, but she talked about the end of the show and the new podcast coming. So yeah. Anyway, happy to see Wendy back. Well, not back all the way, but kind of back. Let's hope she gets that podcast going or something going where we can listen to her every day again. Because I miss her wacky self, her wacky perspective, and her raw energy and just saying whatever she wants. And being vulnerable and making mistakes and not really too worried about it, I think. Um, yeah, today the set at my set is beautiful, isn't it? You see my air conditioner tube, a little bit of art reproductions in the background. My bed, my bed, real fancy. Um, but yeah, that's what I was thinking about today. One more thing I was thinking about today. Crap. Elizabeth Holmes or whatever, that woman who invented a thing to test your blood for all those diseases. She went to jail or she's been sentenced to 11 years in prison. but I heard she's gonna appeal that and probably will. Uh, that whole thing is crazy. I don't really understand that. Um, was it a lie? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Was she like on purpose trying to deceive people with that invention, or was it because it seems like such a great idea? I think that's why people invested. Why is that impossible? Is it really impossible to make an invention like that that can test your blood for many diseases all at once? Seems like it should be possible, but I guess it wasn't. And anyway, she got sentenced to prison. I forgot the name of the company, but I believe her name's Elizabeth Holmes or something. And there's one other thing. Okay, this is so annoying. Well, is it so annoying? I don't know. But how many of y'all use iPhones? Um, there was an update installed overnight on my phone and many other people's. The latest iOS update. That's fine because I don't mind the phone updating, but now you get your notifications at the bottom of the screen? Why? Why? iOS, Apple is just fucking with us now, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Why do you have to put it on the bottom when it's always been at the top? I just don't. Can you explain the rationale, the logic behind that? There probably is. I hope there is. Because if not, then why mess with something that's not broken? The clock being bigger on the iOS update, good for me, because I'm getting old. So I need to see things bigger. But I mean, that's like you could just make that adjustable in the settings, like how big you want the clock to be. I don't know. Whatever. Apparently there were some more updates too. But I don't know what they are. So yeah, I have a day off today. My last day off. I'm kind of nervous because I have to teach tomorrow. So wish me luck. I think it'll be fine. It will be fine. It's going to be totally fine. But there's a bit of sadness, a grief about losing my freedom. I didn't have total freedom, but I had quite a bit of freedom without working a full-time job. I've been studying in Japan all this time. I got my undergrad finally as an older person. Not that old, but you know what I mean. I'm not like a kid. I'm 45. I got my undergrad when I was 43 or 44. Anyway, it was pretty recent. 43. That's when I got my undergraduate. And I'm glad I did. Then I studied Japanese for a year and a half. And I'm glad I did that too. It's getting better. It's still getting better. Because now I speak to people in Japanese and have very long conversations. And that just makes my Japanese get better and better. So, of course, I recommend that. But I also recommend studying. Don't underrate the power of studying Japanese. It is important. Um, but in addition to that, you need to practice. And you need to practice listening. You need to practice speaking. And the main thing you're going to do with Japanese is communicate with other people. And that's primarily through speaking and listening. But writing and reading is also important. When it comes to work, you'll need to do that. But speaking and listening, engaging, that's number one. If you can do that, it's almost like if you couldn't read Japanese even, you could still get by speaking, mostly. But you probably wouldn't get a job because you can't read. Anyway, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Why? What? I felt like I was gonna say something else. Today, I think I'm gonna go somewhere. Just like I like to go to little towns and get away. Just take a train and stay somewhere cheap. Like I've done other videos. There's these cheap like manga cafes, like 1,000 yen, like $10. You can stay there for hours. Like I mean even sleep. overnight or whatever. And I don't think I'm doing that, but I just want to go hang out somewhere and be somewhere different, you know? Don't you like to get away sometimes? That's how I feel. I want to get away just a little bit. Yeah, and what else? Most stuff in my house is done. My house is like clean. Yeah, I was thinking like, do I need to do anything with my house? Just gonna make my bed. My laundry's caught up. You know how good that feels. All that stuff is good. I made broccoli, fresh broccoli. It was on sale at this little market by my house. And I made broccoli with cheese. They have a really good cheese here. It's a brand called Meiji. So if you ever want cheese in Japan, like quality cheese, I recommend the Meiji brand cheese. Of course, there are other kinds of cheese in the supermarket, but they're generally not as good in my opinion. But if you go to like a more like a specialty market, you can get very high quality cheeses, not Meiji. You can get cheese from all over the world and all kinds of cheese. So this is just like if you're in the supermarket or the convenience store, I would go for the Meiji cheese. And who cares, right? Wow, I guess I'm really in the mood to talk because I'm still talking. Okay, I guess that's enough. That's what I was thinking about this morning. It's kind of like the YouTube videos I was watching. Oh, one more thing. The news. Okay. The Colorado Springs shootings. That pissed me off and made me sad. And I'm just so sick of it. You know, I mean, these people should not be shooting people. It's terrible. I anyway, I know we all feel that way. It's ridiculous. In Japan, you might think that doesn't happen as much, and you would be right. It doesn't. But people still, there's still those moments where people go crazy and kill people, except they often use a knife or something. Yeah, you can look it up. But still not as common as America. America's special. Yeah, I'm an American, I know. But it's frustrating. And Colorado Springs was a gay bar, so it's even more personal for me. So, whatever. I don't want to end on that note. That is a sad and disturbing note. So, what's something exciting? Okay, I have some good news. Um, I have to work on this actually. I have to schedule this and find it where I'm doing it. But I want to do my Christmas show because I do a Christmas show every year where I'm singing, and I need to work on that ASAP because I only just found out my schedule yesterday for work. So, like, I had to wait on everything until I knew that schedule. But I finally know. So, please expect to hear about my holiday show soon. And I hope that I can be streaming that too. So, if you want to watch it live on YouTube, you can. But there might be a ticket price, just FYI, because I am an artist and I do need to make money. So, please, please get a ticket if there's a ticket price for the streaming show. That would help support me and the musician that I hire and the venue that I work at. You know, all that stuff. Thank you and happy Thanksgiving soon. I don't think it's yet, but we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Japan, so, well, Japanese people don't. I do, yeah. But I don't know when it is because there are no signs. It's not on my calendar. There's no Thanksgiving decorations. Anyway, okay. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.